So Glenn Beck's most recent video confirms to me even more so how I don't trust the transition team. This worshiping they do of Elon Musk it's a little nauseating, okay? And this was nauseating as well. Just I don't want to make anybody vomit. It's over the top, okay? We have never had a team of people that are not just all politicians exactly the same way and cut from the same cloth. And usually you want people who are thinking like Trump. But in this particular case, to be able to bring in somebody like Elon Musk, that's one of the most hopeful things for our country I've heard in maybe my lifetime. Sorry. Over the top. Because I know that guy can cut. I know that guy will cut the waste in our government. He's not a government guy. He's just a businessman. And he's going to look, and you don't need any of those people. Yeah, no, they're so look, these are globalists. These people are globalists. This isn't, oh, come to the middle with the globalists. You can't. They're Marxists. These are people that worship the environment. Especially RFK Jr. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry. He does, though. He goes back. Trump told you, though. Trump said it in tweets and truths that he posted. He told people. So then the automatic assumption is that, oh, no, they're all coming together. He isn't going to come together for anything. This was one of Trump's tweets back in August. I lived with RFK Jr. in New York and watched him convince Governor Cuomo to make environmental moves that were outright nasty. Upstate New York was not allowed to drill or frack, as Ohio, Pennsylvania, and others ripped off New York energy. Because of this, prices have skyrocketed all over that part of the country, but especially upstate New York and New England. Their energy costs are the highest in the U.S., with the exception of California, run by Gavin Newsom. The worst... Trump is so funny. Okay. The worst governor in the state's history. I'd even take Biden over Jr. Take Biden over Jr. Because our country would last a year or two longer prior to collapse. But it would be dead either way. His views on vaccines are fake, as is everything else about his candidacy. Let the Democrats have RFK Jr. They deserve him. Then he went on to say, I actually watched him first time in a long time. He's talking about Bill Maher. Ratings challenged Bill Maher's really boring interview with RFK Jr. last night, only to find that Jr. is far more liberal than Maher, and in fact far more liberal than anyone running as a Democrat, including West and Stein. Yet despite this, he has no hope as a Democrat because they were able to use their typically fascist tactics of repression and throw him out of the party like a dog, because he was taking primary votes away from the worst president in our country's history. So now Junior's so-called independent, but he's not. He's a radical left lunatic, but trying to have it all ways. He said that no vaccine is safe and effective, and then said, I would never say that. I'm not anti-vax. Where did that come from? Maher defended the vaccine. Yeah, so he's just saying he's all over the place. He's made many. He said, this is interesting. He said the Kennedy clan, because Kennedy, that's a Scotland clan. So bad that Fox News, it's so bad that Fox News put on RFK Jr. This was May of this year. Jr. is considered the dumbest member of the Kennedy clan. On their fairly conservative platform, so much. Competitive networks don't want anything to do with him. He's a radical left lunatic whose crazy climate change views make the Democrat Green New scam look conservative. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. He's polling badly. He goes on to talk about it. So Trump did warn people. So then you say, well, why did he take it? Well, because you can't. What are you going to do? You can't. But these people aren't going to change. And so let me show you this. The Waterkeeper Alliance is a worldwide network of environmental organizations founded in 1999 that work to protect bodies of water around the United States and world. By December 2019, the group said it had grown to 350 members in 46 countries, with half the memberships outside the U.S. The alliance had added 200 groups in the last 5 years. And who was the founder? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Now you may think, oh, that's about no pollution and all that. No, it's pretty much controlling it. It's controlling it. There's so much I could get into here, but with all of this. Do people remember when AOC came in and she was saying we have to eliminate the cows because they fart? Well, Kennedy did a whole interview about that back in the day when Obama was in, yeah. But he's a big fan of Obama because Obama's a globalist too. But yeah, basically taken on, you have to read it yourself. There's not enough time for me to explain it all. But he's fully invested into the globalist plan. So I trust that Trump knows what he's doing, but this idea that they're going to all come to the middle is bullshit. Marxists do not come to the middle. It worries me a little bit that these people are surrounding Trump, him going into the White House and all of these enemies around him, because that's how I see him. They've been on the globalist track for too long. They are designed to get in there and intimidate him, and I don't think that'll happen. I think these people will make the mistake every single other person did, is that you think you are going to outplay him, and he is going to trample all over your asses. I hope he does. It goes back really far. So see, this is an old paper. Part 1, Origins and Growth of Waterkeepers Alliance. That's what Kennedy, he was the founder. Do you see who it was involved with? And you see Robert F. Kennedy, then Jr., then Vice President Al Gore reflects upon a dark chapter of America's environmental history. As our nation grew, our economy became industrialized, Gore explains. We began to turn our backs on our waterways, in many cases treating them more as dumping grounds than national treasures. I don't trust that these people are the ones that have been doing the dumping just so that they can get legislation and get agencies in there that then control it. It's that simple. Because the water has gotten worse over time. But Al Gore, no. And again, who's RFK Jr. married to? A Heinz, okay? A Heinz. Like John, what's his name? John Kerry. He's married to a Heinz, okay? And yes, they're all related. I get all that. But I'm just saying that they are not going to come to the middle. That's probably the only reason there's not been some breakout of riots, is because they figure they have Trump surrounded. And how interesting, the World Economic Forum has talked about, we're losing water. We don't have enough water because these people are globalists. They care more about the planet than they care about human life. They do. And anybody that's even slightly awake and has looked into this, you know what this is about. They are about their 10 commandments, which is that the population has to be under a certain amount of people. There's even this site, yeah. And this number, if you go on, it's constantly changing. Tons of fresh water used. They want to control the water. And Robert F. Kennedy has been involved in environmental justice for a long time. He's a globalist. Trust Trump. He knows what he's doing.